1. Coming to you, pre-recorded from our respected rooms, it's SurvivorCraft.
Because he can't think of anything better to say.
Know-it-alls. With me, your co-host, Yappity.
And Eplicas again, unless I'm somebody else. You never know.
Remember, the
I
psychic
could have a
is
twin
in,
for all you know.
and the brony is in, and here, we are here to
Never
talk
say that.
about... This is going downhill, but we're here to talk about episode 6, the day of the merge. It's merge
Yay!
episode, the first day.
We're halfway.
This is episode 4 too. Just 4.
Four for us.
4 for us.
6 for them.
6 for them. And quick episode to talk about. Not much to really there. Just a lot of things for us to speculate and to strategize. But let's
for general stuff, just to start it out, the changes that have been made since the merge. First, all previous individual immunity idols have been thrown out, and there's a new one, which it was a Draydon who found very, very early in the beginning.
Draydon found it.
Very impressed for him, and he didn't use it during Tribal Council.
Which was smart. He had the majority, so.
But we'll talk about that later on, because that goes into strategic for the future, and I'm excited. This is going to be cool. Because I didn't think he'd make it very far, but he might make it all the way now.
He's quite under the radar. But the way that he's playing, I'm not sure he'll be that popular enough to win, because he hasn't been mentioned that much.
We'll see. Just wait.
We'll see. Wait. Who knows? Maybe he'll go up against Kyo, and then it's like...
Battle of the Underdogs.
Battle of the...
Highly unlikely.
A battle of the Ghost. They have been getting the Ghost edit, because they're hardly ever seen, but...
It's okay.
Alright, let me bring out the board.
Maybe they're the ones with slash vanish.
Who knows? I get that joke. Anyway, so first off...
First of all, I like to say I like the idea of the trap chests, the troll chests that are trapped. That's great.
Troll chest.
Yes, I love
Threshkin
those.
Found the trap chest.
A couple of them did. I think 3 of them went off just during the time that it was being reported. But I was very happy about that. That makes me happy. Having you don't just see a chest. The chests have kind of moved around. There's new chests hidden around with potions and stuff in them, but any of them could explode at any time. But there is a slight graphical difference between trap chests and normal chests, so you can tell the difference. But even then, you don't just want to trust your eyes when it's really dark and there's lava nearby, so everything's a little bit red anyway, so spotting the little difference isn't going to do a lot. And I just love it. I think that's the best thing they've done thus far.
Alright, so that's your moment. So first off on my note is that the players come out on the blue side. I guess that's their permanent home base. Even though they spend no time over there. Doesn't really matter. Just where they come from. And we already talked about traps, trolling chest. I like it. It's good. Adds stuff to it. That's pretty much what the format of the show is now. They come out for survival. They just go loot stuff, challenge, and then...
a lot less actual survival aspect to it. That's why I'm wondering, is there a lot that we don't see that goes on behind the scenes? Like, do they actually run around for a lot longer than that's actually recorded?
I doubt it, but...
I think that at least earlier on they did a lot. I don't know now, though.
This episode was extremely short.
Yes, it was a really short episode. Because maybe just not a lot happened, so they went, they're not... Because there's no PvP now. Another thing I think, there's no team, there's no PvP. I don't know if they just turned it off or they just went, oh, we're just not going to kill each other.
Yeah, there could be trucing.
I think it's just that they're not allowed, they're not supposed to. So there's no PvP, so nothing really happens. So maybe they were given 10 or even 20 minutes to go looking around. Maybe they were given the whole Minecraft day to look for stuff. We just didn't see it because they're just looking for stuff, so why?
It's not really exciting.
Yeah, so why show it to us? That's my thing, and that's fine. That's fine. If something's boring, no need to edit it in. Just trying to figure out if that's how it is, or did they just have those 5 minutes? Because since it's a small area, I can see them just having a little bit of time too. It all depends.
Yeah, but moving on. I don't like. We already said this before, but I don't like the fact that previous immunity idols are now voided, and now the. I mean, I'm okay with the new one being out there, but the fact that both immunity idols from before are gone now.
It kind of became useless.
Yeah, I mean.
But I can understand why they did it too. because you don't want to pump out too many immunity idols, and then if everyone has an immunity idol, then it gets really weird. It's better not to have more than one immunity idol in play at all times. And since the ones for the teams came in so late, and they still had them, adding another one. I mean, imagine that both teams found their individual immunity idol, and then another person found one for,
and then 3.
That would mean 3 immunity idols at one tribal council. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
I understand why they did it, and it makes sense, though it is a little bit disappointing as well.
Well, maybe, I don't know, I think what I would want to happen was keep the previous ones, don't bring in the new one, but whatever.
Or don't bring in the new one yet.
Yeah, don't bring in the yet.
But still, with 5 people, if you bring it down to 3 people, then you introduce an immunity idol.
That's a no. That's a no. That's a no.
Yeah.
But actually, next episode is the last time they can even use an immunity idol.
You can't use it on number 3?
You can't use that on number 3.
You can't use it when there's 3 people left?
No, I mean, that's too overpowered.
Mm.
Like, even in regular Survivor, the show, they cut it off at... Well, when there was a final 2, when they had that dynamic, they always cut it off at 4 people. Like, when there's 4 people left, that was like the final time you can use it. But when there's 3 people, when there's 5 people, like when there's a final 3, when there's 5 people left, that's the last time you can use it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if they're following the same concept, then the next tribal council will be the last time immunity idol can be used.
Yeah. So if I was Drayden, I would use
it
the
next
thing.
time. Yeah, might as well. Why not?
Well, yeah, why not?
I don't think you'll need to either.
Yeah, but moving on to the challenge. What do you think about it? The mini gauntlet.
I liked it. Return of the sheep.
The return of the sheep. That's what I put on my note too.
Yeah. That's all. I put return of the sheep and then XD capitals. But yeah, I really like that. It was kind of a throwback to one of the challenges in season 1.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. I loved the sheep because they're ridiculous. But yeah, I really like the challenge. I think it was fair. Finding speed potions. I mean, it seems to be a bit of an advantage, but obviously it wasn't too much of an advantage because the person who won didn't have a speed potion. Thraskin did very well.
Thraskin dominated throughout the whole challenge. He was always in first place.
One thing for me, if I was doing that challenge, when I was on the last leg, I wouldn't have grabbed a boat. It is much easier to swim up current than it is to ride a boat up current. And I think you would have actually been able to get through much faster if you sprint, jump off at the chest. You'd already get past the first obstacle, and then just swim through the rest.
All right. So yeah, that's good. And even if we're gonna just move on, but like even Blood Fox, who had the speed potion, said it hindered him because he's not used to it. So when he was on the parkour, he screwed up a lot.
So the time to use the speed potion would have been on the swimming section.
Yeah.
But of course, hindsight 2020.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020. What can you do?
I think that's how I would have ran it anyways. But I don't know. I'm used to obstacle courses and thinking outside the box for different game modes and stuff.
So now I guess we can move on to Tribal. Quick episode, really.
Yeah.
I guess, usernames voted off.
Yeah.
3-2.
A little bit of a surprise. I was more expecting for Keo. I thought Keo would have been voted off first before usernames. But then definitely any inkling that usernames working with the other team at all is gone now.
Gone.
No. It's just nothing. And that's disappointing. I was looking forward to something like that. But it looks like Draydon, Thraskin, and Blood Fox are definitely
they're tight.
They are. I mean, we saw that from the beginning, really. Those 3 were always working together for everything. And being that Keo and usernames for merging from the other team, it makes sense they would be the first ones voted off. So I guess I can understand usernames being voted off first because he's the higher risk.
Yeah.
It's more of a threat. But with Draydon with the immunity idol, definitely Keo's getting voted off next round. And I think one thing that I wrote down too was that Thraskin and Blood Fox had a lot of playful banter going on back and forth about getting the stuff. And I think that they've decided that they're going to be the final 2.
Do you think so? Really?
I think that's going to be the final 2 because they said so. When it comes down to 4 people, if you have a 2-man alliance, you win.
Yeah, well, Yeah, you can say, I mean, of
Yeah.
course, but
If you have a two-man alliance, you win. Unless there's unless immunity
there's a
happens to.
tie.
Well, what happens if there is a tie?
Then I guess
Is it,
the people that have votes, they go on a 1v1 match, death match, to decide. Usually in regular Survivor, it's just like fire making, but I guess in this case, they're just gonna 1v1. But if it's
makes
gonna be
sense.
a
But
final four
I don't
type,
think there's going to be a tie. So
mm. But however, if Bloodfox and Thrashkin, even if they are in a final two deal, if I were one or the other, I mean, I would get rid of, the other. If I was Bloodfox, get rid of Thrashkin. If I was Thrashkin, get rid of Bloodfox. Because they two are like, even though they may be the best of buds, they're the best of rivals too. Both of them are a huge threat to win.
which I also saw kind of going on because it was like, oh, so what happened to that immunity bow you had? Oh, what immunity bow? You know,
Infinity
the one
bow.
you were going to share. Infinity bow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's late. I need more energy pills.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Things happen.
Yeah.
But,
oh well.
Oh well. Anyway, so now we're gonna go back to talking about how the tribes are sticking together and voting with each other, because that's what happened. What you saw really was a pagonging. In other words, in Survivor terms, it means when the majority tribe, when they go into the merge, they take out the other tribe, one by one, and that's what's gonna happen. Like, green team is gonna wipe off blue off the map, is what we predict, and then they're gonna go at it, all three of them.
Yep.
But,
and Draydon's definitely untouchable. So because
no, he's not. At final three, he's not untouchable.
Oh no! I know, but for next round.
Next.
In case Thraskin and Bloodfox would. Okay, let's just take out Draydon, and then we can take out Keo later.
Uh-huh.
So you never know.
So yeah, I mean they're gonna stick together, but I'm blanking out. But hopefully, Keo, our underdog, Keo right here, can do something. Unless he can weasel his way in, try to get in the ear of people trying to vote each other off, which is near impossible, or he wins immunity.
And I don't think. Yeah. Oh, he could win immunity.
And that will be an exciting thing to see. If he wins immunity,
if he wins immunity, the Draydon can't be voted off. It would be between Thraskin and Bloodfox. One of them would get voted off.
Which will be exciting to see.
That would be very cool. But though Keo hasn't really shown any kind of real aptitude for any of the challenges thus far.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any kind of notes for Keo the entire time.
He's been having the ghost edit.
Yeah, same as Draydon, but even less so than Draydon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually surprised he's made it thus far. But we'll see.
Well, what I just remembered was going to talk about how Green Team is basically a Cinderella story. They lost their first two challenges, and then out of nowhere, they just dominate Blue Team to the point where they're basically going to wipe Blue Team off. Like, you lose the first two challenges, and out of nowhere, you dominate throughout the whole thing. And which is an amazing story for Green Team.
Yeah, what happened was Blue Team voted off all their best guys.
Which was a smart thing, but if you have nothing to back that up afterwards,
it's pruning. You're pruning the apple tree. Mm-hmm. You'd have to take some of the apples down so others can grow. But the problem is they took off all the big apples, all of them.
I mean,
they don't have any apples anymore.
High risk. It was a high risk move, and they just didn't get the reward. Or they didn't. It was a kind of a ball. It was a ballsy play to do.
And it backfired.
It didn't work out in the end, and that's what sucks. And that's what you live and learn from it.
Oh well. Well, I'm very much looking forward to seeing Draydon, Thraskin, and Bloodfox in the final three, unless Keo somehow gets immunity, and I would love to see that happen.
Keo, please make it exciting next episode. Win immunity next. And Draydon, please be smart. Use your immunity idol.
Just in case. Just in case.
Just use it. But that's it. This has been episode 4 of SurvivorCraft Know-It-Alls. Recapping episode 6 of SurvivorCraft Death Valley. I'm Yappity.
I'm Eplicas.
Goodbye, guys. See you later.